And as I'm going from middle school to high school, I began to struggle. I began to struggle with who I am, like my identity. Like I had no idea who I really was. And so I found myself searching, trying to fit in. Like I played sports, so I'm like, okay, part of the time, okay, let me hang with the jocks. Like I like to play ball, I like to play football, basketball. But then there's other times where I'm like, okay, listening to the music I was listening to, like I'm thinking, okay, I'm living in Kansas, but I'm thinking, let me join some gangs. Let me go hang out with some people that are doing some gang things and some hood things. Like that was my mindset. And so I'm bouncing around doing all these different things, not knowing who I really am. I was lost, I was confused. And because of that, I ended up getting into a lot of trouble. And I got to the point where I said, look, when I turn 18, I'm gone. And as soon as I turned 18, I left to do life on me, my own terms, to do what I wanted to do. Angry with the world, angry with everyone around me. And so I ended up faltering to some old crowds and I started hanging out with guys that I shouldn't hang out with. And next thing you know, I began to go deeper and deeper down this dark path. And I got into selling drugs, and I got into drinking, and I got into partying, and I got into doing all these different things, living life on my terms. And though during the day, like I was all smiles and yeah, I'm doing this, and I felt like I was cool and I was hanging out and I was at the parties and I was in the in crowd, but guess what? When everybody left and I was by myself, I couldn't run from me. I couldn't run from me. And when everybody left and I was by myself, I felt depressed. I felt low. I began to question, what's the point of life? Like I went through school, now I was done with school. All I'm supposed to do is just work until I die? I had no purpose, no direction. I had no idea what I was supposed to do or how I was supposed to do it.
All right, so Cliff, man, awesome message today. Came out to Flint Hills Foster Teen Camps to speak true life and reality into these girls. A big part of the message was understanding that the influences that you let in you can affect what you do and what you could potentially become. But if you take your situation and you capitalize and take advantage of that situation, that it can let you move up and get out of any type of bad situations you can get in. So I think the message was powerful. I highly recommend Cliff to come and speak to you. I think he's awesome and definitely has a message that everybody can relate to. Thanks, Cliff.
Because you matter. You all matter. You all are unique. And you all have a gift that the world needs. You all are gifted and have something that the world needs. And so I hope you guys can understand, and I hope you guys will soon see the value in yourself. Because I see it.
Cliff came today to speak to the foster teen girls that were here today, and a big impact that I saw was he spoke about his time growing up when he got involved in with some groups of people that he shouldn't have been with. And I believe that impact is going to be significant on these girls, because a lot of these girls are going from middle school into high school, and that's a huge time that these kids have they start transitioning into where their friends are made. And Cliff spoke on truly that impact that had on him as a young man and growing up, and how that took him down that path that he had to live and make a decision to get out of, for him to be able to start his new life and get to where he is today.